So we're at Derwent Water now, which is one of the lakes in the Derwent catchment. So there's Derwent Water, Bassenthwaite Lake, Crummock Water, Buttermere and Lowes Water. And it's just really great to be able to get out on them and do loads of different things and loads of different activities in such a beautiful setting. The only issue is all of our lakes but Buttermere now have invasive species in. New Zealand pygmy weed is a particularly bad invasive species. It only takes 2 centimetres for it to spread from one area to the next, and it just grows. It creates these great big mats, and these mats can completely outcompete everything else in the area. New Zealand pygmy weed also increases the nutrient loading of the lakes, which makes it really hard for things like native fish and invertebrates to survive in the water if there's not enough oxygen. So really we need to check, clean and dry all our equipment when we move from one area to the next to try and reduce the spread of New Zealand pygmy weed. When you're check, clean and drying your equipment, there are some specific steps to follow. It's really easy to remember. Ideally it should be done on the lake's edge, but it can be done at home as long as it's being done on a hard standing surface. Doing it at the lake's edge, we should firstly check your equipment, so check it for any fragments, folds of wetsuits, buckles, underneath the soles of shoes, anything like that. As I've said, 2 centimetres is all it takes to spread it from one area to the next. If you do find anything, make sure you leave it on the lake's edge, exactly where you found it. The next step is to then clean your equipment. This can just be done with bog standard lake water. Give everything a little rinse in the water, make sure you're taking nothing away with you and everything is washing back into the lake. The next step is to dry your equipment. This should be done for 2 weeks ideally, but for as long as possible really helps. It's really important to make sure that we check, clean and dry even if we're not going to Buttermere, because not all of these invasive species are in every single bay, and if we can make sure that we check, clean and dry between bays, we can really help to stop the spread. Spread the word, not the weed.